Okay. So now today we're going to do vowels conjugation, and we're also going to do verb and conjugating the verb and vowel harmony. Okay, so now let's go back to what I said the vowels are. We have two groups of vowels. Two groups of vowels. So we have a group, which is the one that starts with A, which is A. The A, which is A, O, and these are the vowels that you put punctuation. You put So when it comes to period, to punctuate it is called or ntopo. So you have to put these ones. You see, the A group here is A, O, and see how the sound goes. A. The E is the I with the double dot up and down. Okay, up and down. And then we have the O with a dot underneath. Or the U with a dot underneath. Then when you come to E group, which is any letter that is E is pronounced as So the E group, we have A with just a dot on top. You don't have to put it underneath. Then regular O and regular U. So it's O, U. These are the E group and they are regular letters. But the A group, they are the ones that you have to punctuate underneath. So don't forget, I will post the note, but I need you to pay attention to which ones are in A group and which ones are in E group, because when you're writing Igbo letter, it matters a lot. And it's deeper, the one with double I, up and down, okay? O, that's the A group. And E group, they are the regular letters, which is O, U. That's it. Now, when you're trying to harmonize, whatever you're going to harmonize, so when it comes to, we have a set of rules here, and you have to follow it to match the verbs, okay? So this is how when you try to, for example, when you're saying something like the pronouns, we have A, U, and then we also have something like O, and the O represent she, he, it. So don't forget, the O represent he, she, it. So let me put it here in the group, the O. So we have O here. 1 second. Okay. So when you're trying to say something like I, you, she, he, or it, okay, the pronouns that act as subjects, the pronouns that act as subjects, and not just objects, are the I, you, she, he, or it. Okay, now, for example, when it comes to the verb bia, okay, abia is to come. Okay, let me put it here. We're gonna say abia, and abia is to come. Abia. So the A here, remember what we did last time? When you separate the A here, I hope it's big enough. Let me make it bigger. I just want to make sure you see what I'm doing. Okay, so if you see here, we are moving the mouse. You say abia. But this is I. It's not L. Abia, and this I should be punctuated up and down. Okay. Now, why do we say that? Because bia, this word ends with A, and A is a group, and that a group, all the letters, all the vowels there are punctuated. All of them are punctuated. But if it's in E group, if this word had ended in E, then you're not going to put dot underneath the I. It has to have only one I. But because the A that ended the bia, you see that the letter A ended it. And then this word, any letter there should be punctuated, knowing that it's in A group. So we're going to punctuate A because of the R at the end of the bia. I need you to know why. If you don't know why, please make a note to ask me a question, and I'll be more than glad to answer. So we're going to punctuate this I. So we're going to make it I, dot it up and down. So because of the A here. Now this is a verb, abia, okay? The verb, abia. Now, abia means to come. Abia means to come. To come. Okay, so now the verb bia. So the E, you see, I put a hyphen there to tell you that E is infinitive. And then bia is the verb root. E is infinitive. We did this last week. And then bia is the verb root. So bia means to come. Now, when I say, oh, Onyema, bia, it means come. When I say, oh, Chika, ebiara means, oh, Chika, did you come? Ebiara. That it means you. It doesn't mean the verb. The E there, you see where I say I, you, she, he, or it. We're gonna go back to pronouns, but today we're focusing on verb and conjugating that verb and letting that verb harmonize with a pronoun. That's what we're doing today. Okay, so now we use I for the second person. You use I for the second person, which is a, not English I. This is Igbo a, which is you. It means you. Let me put it in parentheses here. It means you. It means you. And that's when you're talking to another person. Now, when I look at Ifeoma, I say, Ifeoma, Nge, Ge, you see that? So when I look at Ifeoma, if I want to ask a question, I will tell Ifeoma, say, Ifeoma, I nwere akwụkwọ. I nwere akwụkwọ. I, which is I with dot, means you have a book. I nwere akwụkwọ means you have a book. That A means you. So let me break it down for you. I'm gonna break it down right now. Okay. So right now I'm going to say, don't forget I is you. And that's a second person singular. And that's when you're talking to somebody direct. Okay. Then use of or for third person. The or means he, she, it. Okay. He, she, it. That's what it is. So these two letters here, A represents you, and R represent he or she or it. So I need you to pay attention and know why we're using these words. It goes with the vowel and then pronouns and then the verb. Okay, so whenever you're saying you, that's second person. Whenever you're saying he, she, or it, that's third person. Okay, so now the example of this one is, so let's give an example here. E is gonna be in capital, and capital I in Igbo is this letter. It's the I, the big I with a dot underneath. Okay, so this is how you write capital I in Igbo. So now if I want to say, Dozier, you have a book. Okay, so I'm going to say, you have a book. And this is how I'm going to say it. I nwere akwụkwọ. And now, nwere, I is what? You. So I needed to know, we're going to break it down. But the akwụkwọ, we have to punctuate akwụkwọ. When you listen to the sound, aku, so it's the sound of the vowel with a dot. So we have to put punctuation underneath. Aku, ko. And we also need to punctuate the O. Okay, so we're going to punctuate the O. Aku, ko. All right, so now, I nwere akwụkwọ, the E, which is I, is you. You. Nwere, nwere means have, have. So you have a book. Book means what? Akwụkwọ. So that's what it is. I means you, and you is the pronoun, which is the Igbo pronoun. Now, nwere. Nwere now means have. Book means akwụkwọ. I nwere akwụkwọ. Now, this is the first person. If you're going to use the second person, now, when you say first person is enwere m akwụkwọ. Enwere m akwụkwọ means I have a book. Now, the second person now, because when you say I have a book, you are the first person. Now, the second person, when you're looking at somebody and you say, you have a book. And remember, I said direct talk. It means a, you means a. Nwere means have. Akwụkwọ means book. So I look at you and say, Chima, I nwere akwụkwọ. It means you have a book. Now let's go to the third person. The example, the third person. So now example for, this is the first person here. And it's always a direct and singular. Should always be singular. Okay, so let's do the third person. I nwere akwụkwọ is the second person. Enwere m akwụkwọ when you're talking about yourself. That's the first person. Anything possessive, okay? The second person, when you're talking about somebody, direct and singular. You did this. You. But then the third person here is when you're talking about he, she, it. See that? You're talking about somebody. This is not a direct now. Direct is when I'm looking at you. You and I are referring to each other. I'm referring to you, you're referring to me. But then the third person is when you're telling me about another person. You say, oh, Ebuka will say, Dozier did this. Ebuka is talking to me about Dozier. So Ebuka is not talking to Dozier, but Ebuka is indirectly telling me about dozier, that's when you're talking about the third person. Okay, so now let's make a sentence. O nwere. And remember, this o represents he, she, and it. That's a pronoun. And it's always about the subject. Pronoun does not represent an object, but a subject. Please, I need you to pay attention. You don't get it, I will be so happy if you ask me a question, because I want everybody in this class to get what we do, everything we are going to do today, if not everything, but at least few or half of them. And that's why I keep on repeating, because I want to make sure you get it. Okay, so we're doing the third person here. O nwere akwụkwọ. Now you're not talking about a, it is you. Or is indirect, talking about somebody else. Okay. Okay, so o nwere. Now let me use another word because I want you to know this word too. We're gonna do animals, but not now. But let me use, because I know dog is common. So dog means nketa. So I'm gonna use a dog's name now, okay? O nwere nketa, nketa. Nketa means a dog. And now when you look at this word, because I want to make sure you guys are following, when I say group of vowels, A group and E group. Now, when you look at the letter that ended that word, nketa, you can tell that the I in this word supposed to be dotted up and down because of what? The A at the end will let you know that this I in this word is a vowel, and we should dot it underneath. You have to dot it. You have to put a pom. It's called pom or mtopo. Mtopo, mabu pom. So let us put dot underneath it. So nketa means dog. Nketa, nketa. I know some of you know it already. Nketa means dog. All right, so let's punctuate that I up and down. So that's how it's supposed to be. So, o nwere nketa, it means you can say he or she or he has a dog. That's it. Nwere means have. Nwere means have. Okay, right now, moving on. Put an A in front of the verb for present continuous, future tense, and present perfect. I want you to understand what I mean. When you are putting something in the present continuous, something that is happening now, or something that is about to happen in the future, or something that has, already passed, something that happened in the past, okay? Now, for first person, singular past tense, add an A. First person, singular past tense, you're going to put an A before the verb when the pronoun comes after the verb, okay? Now, I have an example here. So examples are, anam abia. You see, it's talking about myself. When you put that, it's possessive. Whenever that, my mom, my dad, my sibling. Okay, my mom is mama. My dad is papam or nam. Don't forget, mother means ne or mama. Mother means ne or mama. Now, father means na or papa. Now, when you say my mom or my mother, you said nem. Or you can say my mom or nem. When you say my dad, papam, or you can say nam. All right. So now, when you say, I am coming, this is present continuous. I am coming. It means anam abia. I see somebody raising hand. Wait, keep your question until the end, okay? I want everybody to have time to ask questions. So I'll give you guys enough time to ask questions. Anam abia means I am coming. Now, when you say ọ na-abịa, when you say ọ na-abịa, that all means he, she, it is coming. Okay? When you say ha na-abịa, you're talking about now. This is plural, two, more than one person. Okay, so let's make a sentence with all of them, because I want to make sure you know your pronouns. Ana m abịa means just you, possessive. Now, ị na-abịa, don't forget when I said a, it's when I'm looking at you, talking to you. It means you are coming. Okay. Okay. Ị na-abịa. And the capital I, it's not the same way we write it in English. This is the capital I here. Ị na-abịa. Let me make it big because I'm not sure you can see it very well. I'm gonna maximize it. Okay, so ị na-abịa, and the pronoun ị, I'm going to highlight it, make it bold a little bit. Ị na-abịa means you are coming. See, I typed it there. You are coming. This is present continuous, and this is direct and singular. Okay, you are coming. Okay, now when you want to say she or he or she, so let's say he is coming. Ọ na-abịa. Ọ na-abịa. Please pay attention because I would like to see you using this word. And another thing is this: if you come to class and you don't use these words, it's like you tend to forget them, but you have to use them. Ọ na-abịa. Ọ na-abịa. It means he is coming. Okay, so he is coming. Now we're going to do the plural now. They are coming, which is ha. Ha represents they. Ha na-abịa means they are coming. Okay, now we're using another pronoun when you're trying to say we, group of people, we are coming. Okay, anyị na-abịa. It means we are coming. Okay. Now, when I'm looking at group of people, this is plural. This is plural. This is not singular. Okay. So, but we're trying to do all the pronouns, harmonizing it. And don't forget, we're talking about the subject here. Okay. Or anyị means we did it. We didn't do it. Anyị mere ya, anyị emeghị ya. Okay. So now, you, remember when you say you all, you can say you all, or you can just say you because you're looking at a group of people. You all did it. But we're talking about coming here. So let's just be consistent, okay? You all are coming. It's like, unu niile na-abịa. All right. Unu niile na-abịa means you all are coming. Unu niile. But the word we are trying to use here is bia. Bia, the verb root. Now, I'm going to highlight all the verb roots. So watch the screen. I'm highlighting the verb roots here. And remember, we say put A before bia when it's present continuous. The verb roots, I'm highlighting all of them. The A, which is before the verb, like to do something, that A is the infinitive verb, okay? So know that, know the difference. The verb root and then the infinitive. We're going to do the auxiliary. Okay. All right, all these are the verb roots. Bia, bia, bia. A bia is to come. Okay. All right. Abiaram, I came. Now see the past tense here. Abiaram, it means I came. This is past tense. Agam abia. This is future tense. Abiaram means I came, which means I already came to your house. I came already. You see that? Or maybe I left. Or maybe you called me. Oh, did you come? Yes, I came. Abiaram, that's past tense. Now, agam abia means the future, that I will come. This is the future. This is not something continuous. This is not the past tense. This is something that will still happen. I will come, future tense. Inabia, you are coming. Don't forget again, I always use this A, and O, because I want you to get used to it. Inabia, you are coming. Onabia, she or he or it is coming. Okay, all these are what? Present. When you see PC, I use PC to represent present tense, then FT to represent future tense. Okay, so Ogabia is that you will come, which means she or he or she or it will come later. So it will still happen. It hasn't happened yet. So Ogabia, he will come. Okay, I hope you guys got it. You don't get it, please write down your question and then ask me when the time comes. Now, verb. We have the verb. Just let me write this. I want to make sure you know it's the verb. Abia is verb. Abia. It's a verb. We have some irregular verb, but we're not doing that today. I need you to get this verb. It's going to help you a lot. All right, so now we have verb. What is it? Okay, nye. We have a verb, nye, means give. Nye means give. Okay, when you say inye. Now, when we say here, I'm going to separate it. Nye. To give. To give. Okay, so let me get it down here. Inye means to give. Let me get it and make it big. Okay, verb. Nye is give. When you say nyam, nyam means to give it to me. Nyam, nandi, nyam. Nama, nyam. Chika, nyam. You know, so it's like you're trying to tell them to give it to you. Okay, Chica, nyam, cheta, nyam, miss, give it to me, okay? Nyam, nyam, nyam akwụkwọ, nyam akage. See that? Nyam ngaji, nyam afere. Okay, all right, so let's move on now. Inye is to give. Ana m enye I am giving. I am giving. This is present continuous. Enyerem. Enyerem means you gave. You gave. Onyerem, he gave. He gave, okay. Onyere. Now let's use onyere here. It means he gave. Onyere. Onyerem. Let's say efere. He gave me a plate. Don't forget all, it's not just only he. I'm just using he, but I think I'm gonna put all of them. He, she, or it. She gave me a plate. Onyerem afere. She gave me a plate. Okay. Enyerem ya afere, or agam enye ya afere. Now let's say that one. Agam enye ya afere. Or some people call it efere. It doesn't matter. Just whichever one your dialect uses. Okay. Okay. Agam enye ya afere. I will give. Okay. Nye means to give. A plate. I will give her a plate. I will give her a plate. Okay. Okay, now. Agamenye, I will give. That's a future tense. I will, I will, I will. Something that will happen later. Okay. Ejerem. You can also say agaram. Both of them means I went, I went, I went. This is the only time you can use either a or a to address yourself. Something that happened in the past. I went to Ugochi's house. I went to Kosi's house. I went to Nande's house. I went in the past. This is the only time you can say either jerem or you can say garam. All right. If you're still confused, feel free to ask me a question. Okay, just want to make it big, make it bigger. Okay, agaram, I went. I gave my mom a spoon. Enyerem mamam ngaji. I gave Miss Enyerem my mom, mamam, a spoon. Ngaji. Ngaji. Okay. Spoon means ngaji. All right. So this is how you say things like this, how you put it. And then when you're trying to harmonize, you want to harmonize the vowel harmony and the verb conjugation now. Achorum, I want. Oh, Ugonna, do you want to go to a mall? Ugonna, Chorega Mall. Ugonna, yeah, achorum. Achorum. Oh, Nana, do you want to go to church? Chorega Oka. Nana, achorum. I want. Okay. Now you can say enwerem ya. I asked you, oh, do you have a pencil? Yes, I have it. Yes, I have it. Okay, so enwerem. Now, don't forget, inwe is a verb. Inwe. But now, when you're conjugating that inwe, this is how you conjugate it. Achorum or enwerem, enyerem, onyerem, ha nyerem, Mamam nyerem, papam nyerem. My dad gave me, my mom gave me. So all these things, nyere, nyere, okay? So don't forget how to do all this. Now, enwerem ya, I have it. Ya is it. Enwerem means I have. Ya represents what? It. Enwerem ya means I have it. Who took the pot here? Oh, I have it. Okay. Enwerem ya. Oh, do you have a spoon? Yes, I have it. Enwerem ya. Oh, do you have a shoe? Yes, I have it. Enwerem ya. See that? So I need you to see the pattern, how it goes. All right, now, aghọtara m ya. I understand, or I understood it. I understand what I do. I understood. See, okay, aghọtara m. It means you got it. You understood what the person is saying, or you understand. Can be in the present or in the past tense. Aghọtara m. Aghọtaghị m means I do not understand. Aghọtaghị m means I don't understand. Aghọtaghị m, I do not understand. Okay. Ịchọrọ. Okay, so it can be a question. You say, ịchọrọ. Ịchọrọ iri nri. Do you want to eat food? Ịchọrọ iri nri. You want, okay. Ịchọrọ iri nri. It means, do you want to eat food? Ịchọrọ iri nri is a question. Do you want to eat food? Ịchọrọ iri nri. Do you want to eat food? Okay, so, and now, in the negation, in a positive way, it's achọrọ m, enwere m, agara m. See that? But now, achọghị m, I don't want. See the negation there. I don't want. Achọghị m, enweghị m, I don't have it. Enweghị m ya, I don't have it. Enweghị m ya, I don't have it. Okay. Aghọtaghị m ya, I do not understand, or I didn't understand it. I did not understand it. Aghọtaghị m. Anywhere you see GHI in anything is in a negative form. It's no longer positive. It's the negative part of it. GHI is ge. Aghọtaghị m. Okay, so that's how you say it. Now you say eba. These are also verbs. These are verbs. After this, I'll give you a chance to ask questions, because I don't want to do so much today. I want you to, even if we do only little, but you get to know all of them, that would be wonderful. Because at the end of this month, I'm going to start assessment to see who is ready to move on to intermediate class. So you need to know all these basic little things that we're talking about here. You need to know how to say them. Then that will let me know that you're really following. Okay, so verb, egwa, to tell or to mix something. But we're gonna start, let me just back up. We're not gonna do this today because that would be too much for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over again all this. And I will need you to ask me questions. So all that we did today, I needed to ask questions. I need to know where you are still confused, what you are not getting. Then let me see how I can help you. So right now, the floor is declared open. If you want to ask a question, please raise your hand. Then I'm going to tell you to ask question. I will give you permission to unmute yourself. I see some hands up. Okay, Chinua Ohaya. Chinua Ngwajua Juju. Ituna, remember how we say it. You introduce yourself and then you say that you have a question.
How do we say it?
Ahambo Chinua Enwerem Ajuju.
Ahamba Chinu Ajuju.
Enwerem Ajuju. Chinua Ngwagente. Enwerem Ajuju.
Emwe China.
Okay, Chinua, now let's take it one. Let's take it easy. Enwerem, can you say enwerem?
Emwe Ajuju.
Okay, Chinua, enwerem Ajuju. Can you say that? Just try. Say enwerem Ajuju.
Emwe China.
Chinua, can you say enwerem?
I said this. And then what?
No, Chinua, you're not listening to me. Listen. Chinua, I need you to say enwerem. Where's Chinua? Chinua, if you are listening to me, you're going to be able to say what I said. Chinua, I need you to say enwerem Ajuju.
Ajuju.
There you go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ask your question.
My question is how come some of the Igbo words are so hard?
You know, every language is hard, but it's not hard if you really listen in the class. It's not gonna be hard. You know, everything we do in life, some of them are hard. Like English language, like the school you go to. Remember, sometimes when the teacher is teaching, some of them will seem so hard. But if you listen very well in the class, if you ask questions, then the teacher is gonna help you, you know, do it very well and it won't be hard. So how about we learn to do that? How about you start going over what we did in the class? Can you do that?
The more I listen to Igbo, the more I'll be perfect at Igbo.
It's the more you listen to it, the more what?
The more I'll be good at Igbo.
There you go. That's my boy. Yes. The more you listen to it, the more you get better. And the more you say the word in Igbo. So I need you, Chuna, I need you to be speaking Igbo in the house. And when mommy and daddy, they start speaking English, tell them to speak Igbo, okay?
Okay.
Okay, dalo, Chinua, dalo. Dalo.
Dalo.
Email. Okay, now, Ihuoma. Somebody say the name Ihuoma. Is that Akonna? I say Ihuoma, raising hand. Go ahead and then unmute yourself and ask question.
Ahambu Akuna Ohio. Ewen Ajuju.
Ngwakonna Jona Juju.
So how will we be able to tell the difference between the A group and the E group if both an A and an E are in the word?
Because I group them. Okay, let's see here. Look on the screen here. I group them together. And by the sound, and then by their groups, if you look at the A group, all the letters except the A, they have dots underneath them. Did you see that? Akona, did you see the A group vowels? Is Akona there? Akona, you there? You need to unmute yourself because I want to make sure you're hearing me. I ask you to unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Akona, are you there? Okay, you are not listening, but I need every other person to listen. If you look at the A group, all the vowels there, they have dots underneath them. You look at the E group, all the vowels have no dots underneath. That's the difference. That is different because we have 8 vowels. So we have 2 groups, 4, 4. That's how you know. Okay. So I don't know where, maybe you disappeared or what, but you're still here. I see another person, Chielo. Okay, Chielo Tamungwa. Chielo Tam, you need to unmute yourself.
I can't unmute though.
Okay, go ahead. Unmute yourself.
Auntie.
Yes, I'm listening.
Is it working? Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's working now, yes.
Sorry, my phone's kind of broken.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Ahambu Chelota.
Okay. What is the other one? How do you say I have a question? What is, okay, let me unmute you again. Okay, Chelotam, okay, what is your question?
Where I'm Ajuju.
Okay, Ngwaju Ajuju.
I was just wondering what present perfect tense is.
Okay, the present one. Remember when I say anamabia, it means I am coming. Do you see that? I am coming. Oh, Chelotam Kedebino, anamabia. You're telling me that you're coming. You see that? Are you there, Chelotam? Okay, so that's how you say. Then if you want to put it in the past tense, you say, Abiaram. It means you came. Now, if you want to tell me that, oh, you are going to come, I will come. You see that? I will come. Agama abia. I have it on the note here. So go over the notes. If you do not understand anything, I would like you to test me. Okay?
Yes, Auntie.
All right. There we
go.
Okay. We have another person, Cheesy. Cheesy Diga Ngwano. I unmuted you. Ngwa, go ahead.
Do we have homework today?
The homework is just the note. I'm gonna send the notes out. I need you guys to go over the notes. And then when I edit, I will edit the video. Once you see the video posted, go over the video. But I need you all to subscribe so that you know when I posted the video. But the first thing you need to do is to go over the notes. Okay?
Okay.
All right. There we go. I see Kamsi Obi. Kamsi Obi Ngwa Joanna Juju. Kamsi, you're muted. Oh, Kamsi is not there. Okay. I see Chukwode. Chukwode Ngwa Joa Juju. Chukwode, are you there? Okay, Chukwode is not there. Chinazo. I saw Chinazo. Chinazo Ngwa, go ahead. Chinazo.
Aha m bụ Chinazọ, enwere m ajụjụ.
Ngwa Joa Juju Chinazo.
So like, would it make sense if you asked your mom, would you ask your mom like in Igbo, Mommy Biko Atrom Nkita?
Like, there you go. Yeah, if you want a dog, I say, Mom, Mama. You can't say Mom. Mom is English. But if you say Mama, Biko, Biko means please. Achorom Nketa. That is wonderful. Or you can say Papa, Biko, Achorom Nketa. Wonderful, Chinazo. You got it.
Dalu.
Email. That's wonderful. I love that. Okay, Chinedum. Chinedum Ngwa, meet yourself and ask questions.
Wait, I didn't. I accidentally raised my hand.
It's okay, baby. No problem. Is this Zara? Zara, Ngwa, go ahead and I muted you. Go ahead and ask questions.
What's pumpkin or squash in Igbo?
Okay. We call it in Igbo. Año, but pumpkin or squash is called año. I'm gonna write it below here. Año. Año. Then we're gonna, the N should have a dot on top. So the N supposed to have a dot, trying to put it for you, should have a dot on top. Año, that's how you say it. And you should be dotted as well. It's called, that's pumpkin or squash, okay? Pumpkin. So the pumpkin is año. And then we have pumpkin leaves. Ogo. The pumpkin leaves is called ogo. Okay, that's this what it's called. All right. I see another person. Ugo. Ugo, you're raising your hand. Go ahead. Ugo, see your hands up. Ugo, are you there? Okay, Ugo is not there. All right, everyone. Since no other person has a question, I'm going to say,
person was talking, but I couldn't hear.
who is that? Who is talking? Okay, we're going to dismiss since nobody is talking, but I'm going to post the note. I want you guys to go over the note so that if you have a question, you can call me or you can text me, okay? Ngwa kodino. Onye ọbụla kodino. So unmute yourself now. You can have a wonderful weekend, okay? I see you guys. All right,